News. Today, we'll talk about one of the most interesting topics, the reality of daily life in North Korea. Often described as the world's most secretive country, North Korea operates under the rule of Kim dynasty, where every aspect of their life is tightly controlled by the government. Unlike most parts of the world, where people have the freedom to choose their careers, homes, and even sources of information, North Koreans live under a system where the state dictates nearly everything. Jobs are assigned by the government and people cannot freely change their residence. Even marriage requires state approval, and families can suffer collective punishment if a single member is accused of disloyalty. From childhood, North Koreans are taught to worship their leader, Kim Jong-un, as a near-divine figure. Schools, television, radio, and public spaces are filled with propaganda portraying the ruling family as the savior of the nation. The government strictly controls the media, ensuring that only state-approved content reaches its citizens. The internet, as we know, does not exist. Instead, North Koreans have access to highly censored intranet, which only allows access to government-approved sites. Watching foreign films or listening to outside music is considered a severe crime, and those caught doing so can face imprisonment or even worse. News is carefully crafted to show North Korea as a strong and prosperous nation while painting Western countries, especially the United States, as an enemy. Citizens grow up believing their country is the greatest in the world, despite widespread poverty and hardship. One of the biggest challenges North Koreans face is food scarcity. The country has suffered from food shortages for decades, with millions of people struggling to get enough to eat. The government distributes foods in ration, but they are often inadequate, especially for those in rural areas. Malnutrition is common, and during harsh winters, many families go without proper meals. Despite these struggles, the government continues to prioritize military spending over feeding its people, with a significant portion of resources going towards nuclear weapons development rather than improving living conditions. Healthcare is a similarly dire state, with hospitals often lacking essential medicine and equipment. While medical treatment is technically free, many patients must bring their own medicine or pay bribes to receive proper care. Those who are part of the ruling elites have access to better medical services, but ordinary citizens suffer for a crumbling healthcare system. In North Korea, movement is strictly regulated. People cannot freely travel between cities without permission, and access to Pyongyang, the capital, is highly restricted. Only those deemed loyal to the government are allowed to live there, as it is reserved for the country's elites. For most citizens, the idea of traveling abroad is completely out of reach. Leaving North Korea without government approval is considered treason, and those caught attempting to escape face severe punishment, including execution or imprisonment in forced labor camps. Those camps, known as some of the most brutal in the world, are filled with political prisoners who have been accused of crimes as minor as speaking against the government or watching foreign media. Prisoners in these camps endure forced labor, torture, and extreme malnutrition, with many making it out alive. North Korean society is divided into a strict class system known as jong-un, which determines a person's social status based on their family history and loyalty to the government. Those in loyal class enjoy privileges such as the better jobs, housing, and access to food, while those in the hostile class face discrimination and are often given the hardest labor jobs with little opportunity for advancement. Despite the severe restriction and hardship, some North Koreans risk their lives to escape. Many attempt to flee through China, hoping to eventually reach South Korea or another country where they can live freely. However, the journey is extremely dangerous. China, an ally of North Korea, often captures defectors and sends them back, where they face brutal punishment. Those who do not manage to escape share their stories with the world, revealing the harsh realities of life. Under North Korean regime, their testimonies highlight the extreme control, fear, and oppression that define everyday life in the country. For most North Koreans, life is a constant struggle under an all-powerful dictatorship, unlike people in the other parts of the world who can speak freely, travel, and have access to information. Despite the difficulties, small sign of change are emerging. Black markets have allowed some people to access foreign goods, and illegal smuggled media from South Korea has started to expose citizens to the reality of life beyond their borders. These small cracks in the regime's control give hope that one day the people of North Korea may experience the freedom that much of the world takes for granted. If you find this video informative, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our Head News for more eye-opening content. See you next time.